Just a funny thing about jiu-jitsu. I have a lot of friends who are like really good at jiu-jitsu, but they don't watch jiu-jitsu competitions. They watch MMA, they watch the UFC religiously, but they don't know who the best athletes are right now. They just don't want to watch jiu-jitsu, and I totally understand because I was thinking about this. Like, if you watch two elite level black belts, more often than not, you're going to notice that it's pretty boring. Watch like the Miaos going against, like in the finals, going against the best guys in their weight bracket towards the end of their career, and you notice like Miao just throwing double lassos, tying them up, and just holding for dear life, and then trying to get a sweep at the end, stuff like that. And I think so. Here's what I think is the reason for that. If you want to see highlights, watch a black belt go with a white belt or a blue belt or even a purple belt. You'll see, if a black belt goes with a white belt, you'll see highlights every 10 seconds, right? You'll see all kinds of stuff. And the black belt won't even be breathing hard. The white belt will be sweating and just shrimping the whole time and scrambling. That's where you get the highlights. You get highlights from two guys where the skill level is very different. But if you get two guys with similar skill levels, then you're just going to get a lot of stalemating, and it's not fun to watch. That's for sure. I totally agree with that. But the thing is, like, I don't watch matches for entertainment. If I wanna be entertained, I'm gonna watch. What am I watching? Grotesquerie was really cool. The horror show by Ryan Murphy, that was pretty cool. Rewatch Dune 1 and 2 again for the 5th time. That's entertainment for me. Jiu-jitsu, I'm learning, I'm watching to learn. And when I see two high-level guys stalemating, the guy on the top is not getting swept, even though the guy on the bottom is trying everything he can to sweep him. So how is he maintaining his balance? How is he breaking frames? How is he breaking grips? Guy on the bottom is not getting past. How is he not getting past? Like, that's what I study primarily, is holy shit, super good passer, Mayram going against Diego Pato. Man, that fight, I swear to God, I've talked more about that fight with my friends than any in recent memory. Mayram versus Pato, like I think it was 2 years ago. Nobody had seen Mayram get tied up like that and not be able to just cartwheel and jump his way through. Mayram's an elite passer, explosive, technical, strong, disciplined, patient. He's just fucking awesome. And then Diego Pato, who's like one of the best guard players in the world right now. In his weight bracket, he's definitely the best. Until Mikey comes back. Mikey, come back to the gi, please. Pato tying him up with double sleeve and lasso combinations. Fucking amazing. And if you're not doing their techniques, if you're not familiar with their techniques, and you're not actually trying to learn and watch, it's going to be pretty boring, And Mayram is not a boring person to watch. He's one of the more exciting people, entertaining fighters to watch. You just don't. Pato just killed him. He killed his passing attempts, right? The one thing that does annoy me is when you get the lower belts, like white belts, and it's particularly blue belts. Because when you're a blue belt, you do know a lot of jiu-jitsu, right? A blue belt would murder someone on the street who doesn't know anything about jiu-jitsu. Like, that's just the nature of jiu-jitsu. Blue belts who are like hate guard players and call them butt scooters. This just drives me nuts because if you're a blue belt, you should really be working on your guard. That's my basic philosophy. Like, you want to have a really good, some type of guard that's not easy to pass by the time you get to purple belt, right? I think everybody would agree with that, no? So to call, guard players butt scooters and not appreciate the intricacies, not try to learn about guard play, and calling like two guys just stalemating and it's boring and that's not why I want to do jiu-jitsu, complete utter nonsense, bullshit, horseshit. If you want to do that, fine, but you'll never be a good jiu-jitsu player. Never. You've just shut off an entire section, an entire worlds within worlds of jiu-jitsu by doing that. So I'm gonna, I post clips of myself sparring, and I narrate them. When I go with lower belts, it's, you see some action, right? You see me berimboloing and getting submissions, stuff like that. But I'll post videos going against like one of the best brown belts in Korea, and nothing's gonna happen. Sorry guys, but maybe I'll be able to sweep them. I'm certainly not gonna be able to submit them. And for the life of me, I'm not gonna let him pass. So it's gonna be tough, but when you watch it, I'm gonna narrate it, right? I'm gonna narrate it and say, like, why I didn't go for the omoplata. I had the collar and sleeve, and I was going for the omoplata, but I let go of the collar and I got back to double and sleeve. Why didn't I go for the omoplata? It was right there. Well, it was something I was feeling. I felt like he was gonna blow past on my right side, so I had to cover that side, grab his sleeve. There's all kinds of things going on. And I think that's the real benefit of guys who will narrate stuff, especially their own roles, because you can recall and talk about what was going on right at that moment. The only two people who know what's really going on, like everything that's going on, are the two people who are sparring, right? Even if you're cornering someone, you don't really know what's going on. So I think the narration videos are really important. They're boring. If you're looking for entertainment, definitely don't watch me. But if you want to learn a little bit about jiu-jitsu, my style of jiu-jitsu, I would just not try to be entertained, but like just take your notepad out, start taking notes, like listen, and maybe there's something there that you might benefit from.